Hi everyone, today I'll be teaching the basics of the Irish penny whistle, and hopefully by the end you'll have your first tune and you'll have a grasp of the basic notes used within the instrument. If you wouldn't mind also hitting the like button, dropping a comment and hitting the subscribe button with the bell notification so you can keep up to date with new videos as and when they come out. So we'll get right into it. At the very beginning of learning this instrument, a thing that's overlooked quite a bit is hand positioning and where to place your hands. So just to talk a bit about that, if you're right-handed, your left hand goes on top of the whistle, and if you're left-handed, your right hand goes on top of the whistle. That's just something that I want to discuss and get right out of the way, because a lot of the times people overlook it and habits conform and they're difficult to break. So now I'm going to be going through the notes on the whistle, and we're going to start with the note B. And B is played using just one finger on top, and it sounds like this here. Okay, the next note is A, and that is two fingers, so it sounds like this. And after that there's three fingers, which is G, and it sounds like this. And just a little side note, when you're playing, try and have a constant airflow so it doesn't waver or sound overblown or underblown. So you just want it to have the note coming out constant, like so. And anyway, so the next note after G is an F, and that's four fingers, so I'll show you. So that's F, and then after that there is E, which is five fingers. I'll just show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then lastly there is D, which can be a little bit challenging sometimes because the fingers can sometimes leak and air can escape. So I'll let you hear it. So that's low D, that is six fingers on. So that's your first notes that you learn on the Irish tin whistle. So the next thing I want to move on to is talking about higher octave notes, and namely notes that are used in the second part of this tune. So the way they're achieved is just blowing harder into the whistle, and it breaks the octave and it creates the note. So I'll start with the high D and the fingering of it. So it's five fingers on the whistle and the top finger off, and a lot of people actually just put six fingers on, but it's actually correct to have the top finger off. So I'll let you hear it. It's a high D. So okay, and a note after that is a high E. So it's just five fingers and just blown a little harder. So okay, and then a high F is four fingers and just blow it a little harder again. Then a high G, three fingers. A high A, two fingers. And then the high B was one finger, remember, at the very start. So okay, so that's all the high octave notes. Alright, so now we're going to go on to learning a tune, and the very first tune that I'd like to teach you is called a polka. It's the very first tune I started off on many years ago, and it was really helpful to develop my ear and to get used to the instrument and to pick up other tunes as well. So it's where I began. It's called a polka. So what I'm going to do is play it straight through slowly, so you can hear what it actually sounds like. So there you go, that's how the tune sounds, and we can just begin at the very beginning here, and with the first phrase of it, I'll play it slow, and you can listen to me and then repeat it if necessary. So it's G A B G A G B G. So I'll just play it for you. So I'll play it one more time, okay? So just play along. That's the first line of the tune. And the second line introduces the E, which is 5 fingers, which we learned earlier, okay? So it's G, A, B, G, A, G, E. Okay, so just try that one more time. So okay, so it's the second line of the tune. And now on to the third, which has the high D. That's the fingering where the top note's off. So there's 5 fingers on it, the top note off, and blow a little harder to get it. So that's G, A, B, G, A, G, B, high D. Okay, so do that one more time. Okay, so it's the third line, and then the last line of the third part, or the first part is G, A, G, E, E, D, D. So I'll let you hear that and play along as well. Okay, so it's G, A, G, E, E, D, D. All right, one more time. Alright, so I'll just play the whole first part at a sort of a moderate pace, and you can try your best to just follow along and listen as well, okay? So. So that's the first part of the polka in its entirety. So yeah, we'll move on to the next part now, the second part. Now the second part of the polka, it starts with a high D, and we did that note in the first part there. So it's, you know, it's the 5 fingers on, the top finger off, and you know that one. And it also has a high E, which is just a normal E, but just blowing a little harder to break the octave, and you achieve the high E note. So the first line of the second part is high D, high E, high D, B, A, G, A, B. So I'll just play this for you, and you can play along as well. Okay, the second line and the second part is this here. So that's high D, high E, high D, B, A, G, E, low E, And then the third line of the second part is the same as the first line in the second part. So it's high D, high E, high D, and it does a little run and then up again. So okay, so you can hear a sort of little pattern there when you're playing the tune, like there's a lot of repetition in it. And then the last line on the second part is exactly the same as the last line on the first part of the tune. So it's G, A, G, E, E, D, D. So I'll just play that for you. Okay, so that's the entire second part. I'll just play it slowly at a moderate pace through, and you can play along as well. I'll not play too fast. So, okay. So now that you have the tune and the first part and the second part, just a sort of footnote on that is that when you're playing the first part round once, you usually repeat that, and also the second part you usually repeat that, and then you do a round of the tune again, most typically. So now I'll just play the tune up to speed, and if you're feeling confident in it, you can play along as well. So. So there you have it. That's pretty much it for now. Thanks very much for watching the whole video. If you like the whistle that I'm playing, I'm going to drop a link in the description where to buy one, and also the stave notes, the notes for the tune that we went over. I'll drop a link in the description as well. And if, as I said before, if you get a chance to push the like button and throw a comment down or for some feedback, and subscribe if you liked it, and all the rest of it. But until the next time, thanks very much for watching, and see you again.